your mic is okay. You might hear an echo from me from time to time because I don't have my headset. I have just some earphones, ear plug-in jacks. So I hope you won't mind that. Okay. Let me just check if the stream is working and give you the link to it because that's how you're going to see what I'm going to do and see if my mic is actually recording stuff. If it's not,
Okay, yeah. So I had to mute the stream because I could hear you twice. I was getting confused.
Yeah, just mute the stream and we go talk here. Yeah. Okay, so the stream is working. I'm just going to pop a link and I'm going to give you the link in the Discord private message. Just click on it and tell me that everything is fine.
Check it. Yeah, I'm already on it. Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. So you asked me for a report review on your Maokai game that was for 117, the last one that you played, and I didn't even get to do an OPGG review of you. So I'm just going to start off with that, and then we're going to move it into your game. And then at the end, you can address me questions regarding either the OPGG review or the VOD review, and anything that you want to ask me or you think I might have missed. Stuff like that. Anything about it?
Yeah.
Because I'm so human, I can make mistakes. So, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So going over your OPGG, it pops on stream. You're planning to with very, very negative win rate. You're plat last season and then on silver and bronze. I don't know if you're a jungle main. Let's check. You seem to have played a jungle main for the past seasons as well.
Yeah, I've played jungle. Yeah, I played jungle season 6 as well. Season 5, I was a little bit jungle.
This is not okay. I don't like this. This Faye, no. This is a no-no.
Yeah, I just played for fun in season 5. In season 6, but season 7's mainly like full try-hard.
Yeah, I see that you have over 1.4k games. Compared to my roster review, the guy had at most 140 games. You have 1.4k. It's quite a difference.
Damn.
But it's good that you have a lot of games because you actually have your head in the game, so you actually know more about the mechanical stuff as well, probably, and you have more experience to work on. So everything that you need is for me to guide you properly to do what you need and to focus on what you actually need to improve.
Yeah.
So currently from OPGG, I can see that you have played Graves for quite a lot. You've played Leasing, Elise, Kindred. You don't seem to play these anymore, so I can assume that you played them when they were actually just Flavor of the Month. Is that correct?
Yeah. I played them, and then obviously tanks become meta, so I've just been playing tanks, really.
Okay. So, since I don't have a great reach on the patch on 7.15 that's going to come, since I barely read patch notes, I still think tank junglers will be meta, so we don't need to stop off from that. So first off, I'm going to ask you not to default or play Graves, Listen, Elise, Kindred at all. I'm going to ask you to have only 3 champions that you're going to play on a constant basis without swapping them out. Because you play Gragas a lot. This is very good, what you did here with Gragas. Then you swapped to Bram because you were from jungle for some reason, which I'm not going to judge you for now.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just forget it.
I'm going to judge you if you do it after I tell you what I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Then you go Maokai, Gragas, Warwick, Maokai, Annie, Maokai. So it's not really linear at all. This is what you need to have. Constant games, like only games on Gragas, only games on Maokai, only games, and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to ask you is to fall on Maokai Gragas, since you still might have the mechanics to play Gragas and the knowledge. I'm going to ask you not to go Runic Echoes on Gragas, because it's not really that good anymore. I mean, it's not bad. It's situational to go Runic Echoes, but overall, it's not the best choice that you can go. The staple is to go Sinhawk, and you're going to be a full tank because Gragas is one of the best, actually the best tank currently in the game that exists from the jungle. Because he has the best early game, he scales very well. He's still very useful after all. He has high skill ceiling as well, so everything about that. So I'm currently gonna ask you to put Gragas, Maokai, and Warwick because your Warwick seems fine. To be honest, not perfect, fine. Olaf is not a bad, but there are other junglers that just do better than him currently in the meta. Zac will get a nerf, which I don't know how big it is, but it still affects him and affects his clear quite a lot from what I've seen. So just no point in trying something that's unsure. So just stick to Gragas, Maokai, Warwick for now. Just spam
Okay.
champions, spam the champions. Get 5 games on Gragas. Get 5 games on Warwick afterwards. Get 5 games on what have I told you? Gragas, Warwick. Sorry, I'm just very tired. Yeah,
That's alright. Yeah, no
yeah,
worries, man.
Maokai.
Warwick and Maokai.
So that's what I want you to do, to not take breaks and play random champions. If you're auto filled to a role that you don't think you can do well, just dodge. If not, just go on your go-to champions, but have one champion for those flex roles, and just one. For example,
Yeah,
if you want
I
to play,
usually take mid second, and that's why that any game's there.
yeah, if you have to play top, you can play Maokai top, you can play Gragas top. If you want to play, if you go AD and support, you can play them if you want to. But if you want to improve as fast as possible, I'd advise a dodge, especially if you're uncomfortable with the rolls.
Okay, yeah.
So just dodge first, the first game. If you have to dodge second time, so be it. Play the role that you have to play. But at least one dodge a day will not cause any issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Regarding your builds, they seem to be fine, other than the fact that you're going over Kekos and Gragas on a custom basis. Everything else seems to be okay with the builds. You seem to favor Righteous Glory a lot, Gargoyle, I like it. People can go either red spy or blue, so that's fine as well. You can go green if you want to focus on visual control as well. It's up to you entirely.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So just spam Maokai. If I can just open up here. Okay.
Okay.
Just one spam Maokai, Gragas, Warwick. Just these three, nothing else. That's the first thing that you should do.
Okay.
Other than that, for PGG, I don't really have anything else. This is the main problem that people have. They play too many champions. Just stick to some champions that you gotta learn and you gotta play. Because these champions won't improve your mechanics. And it doesn't need for you to improve your mechanics. You can improve your game knowledge by playing these champions. And you can learn the mechanics later on when the meta switches to only carry junglers. But
Yeah.
for now, these champions are fine. Plus, you're platinum 2, so your plate goes to down 5. So it's still not master, so you're not forced to play early game junglers because you can still win only based on tank junglers. Okay, that's pretty much the first part of the review, the PG review, and I've said pretty much all that there is to it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna check you out just like I do with everyone 1 week after I have this session with you. I'm gonna check you out, and I won't see your PG just like I told you. Only games of Gragas, Warwick,
Yeah.
and Maokai. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's move on with the review, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
If you're not familiar, if I see something or I want to point something out, I'll just use Epic Pen so I can draw here. If you cannot see the color, let me know when I draw because I can just swap the color to something else which is much more visible on that point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll see that.
Okay. You said you want to focus on early empathing because that's mostly what's important for you. Because you said you have team fights fixed already, so I can just focus with
I
early game
think
with
my
you.
early game slash mid game is, I think it's pretty good.
Early game is good.
Maybe
Okay.
that's a bit cocky.
Okay. So you say your early game is good. That means your pathing is solid as well. Okay.
Yeah, I think my pathing is really good.
Okay. I'm just gonna analyze like then and see what you did wrong and what you did good.
Okay,
Obviously, I'm
cool.
just gonna point. If I point out only what you did wrong, it's because you don't really learn anything from what you did good, because you can just keep doing that, and there's nothing from it. But if you do something bad, me telling you about it will obviously make you think about it and maybe improve what you're doing bad. So don't feel disheartened if I only say bad things about
Yeah,
your play.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I've had 4 reviews which have turned pretty bad, and I don't want them to happen.
Yeah, I'd rather focus on the bad stuff anyway.
Yeah, I'm here to help you out as much as possible. And
Yeah,
also, I'm going to
exactly.
put speed to 2. So I'm going to go over the game. So we're not going to be here for an entire 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I can see you go for Raptors. Just like I did in my previous session, which you haven't heard because I'm a genius. the thing you need to think about before the game starts is in your loading screen. You need to see which matchups go how and where do you need to be in order for you to maximize your early game. That means that if you have any lanes that can snowball very hard, such as the Riven into the Garen, you might want to visit that often, such as the last
Yeah.
game when it was Twitch Thresh into Caitlyn Bard, that snowballs really hard, you might want to visit that as well. Stuff like that, lanes that normally lose or are prone to tower diving and you will need to cover, stuff like that, mostly.
Hmm.
So I'll just have you talk about what you think you would be doing in this game. So disregard what you did in this game. Get it from zero. Think you're a loading screen right now, and you have just a champion portrait. What is your strategic play? What do you think is the best approach for this game?
Well, obviously Riven. I know that Snowball Riven. Uh, yeah, Camp Riven. That was it. And Zed. Obviously Zed snowballs, and he's against Azeroth as well. It's pretty immobile, and I camp mid quite a lot this game.
Okay,
Yeah, that's.
that's
I
good.
don't. I mean, when you watch the VOD, you'll see that top starts falling behind, and I think that was due to my fault. And when I started here, I was gonna do Wraiths, Red, and Krugs, and just go level 3 top and not go bot side. But then I changed my mind, and maybe I shouldn't have, because when I started going bot, I seen Garen go really aggressive, and I was like, damn, we could have killed him right there.
Okay,
But I just didn't trust myself.
okay. So I'm just gonna go over what I think of, so you can compare it with what you said. First of all, when you
Hmm.
go into the loading screen, you see your Maokai and Gragas, both the tank junglers. You slightly outskill the Gragas later on as the game progresses, but slightly is just legitimately just slightly. You're pretty much equal almost.
Yeah.
The main part of it is that you have a very good disengage tool. Gragas has one as well, but yours is better. Gragas, however, has a hard engage than you have probably with the E Flash Clask because
Mm.
you cannot displace them towards your team just like Gragas can. Other than that, your clear is just as good as Gragas, so you're pretty much identical junglers in terms of what you can both do. You're not going to be clearing necessarily faster than him. You're probably going to have the exact same pathing in the jungle early game you start Raptors. So there's nothing too special about that. Then you have to
Hmm.
think, okay, let's say Gragas starts Raptors. What can I do for other lanes? You see Riven can snowball Garen, so that's one lane that can snowball. You see Zed's against Serath, which is a Moai mage. Even with exhaust, that's normal. He can still snowball very hard. You see
Yeah.
Lucian Thresh into Zaya Soraka. This is really bad. Your bot lane should absolutely get demolished because you have Soraka into Thresh, and that's absolutely disgusting for your bot lane. They
Yeah.
won't
I
be able
think
to do much.
I don't think they get destroyed as much as Riven, but yeah.
Well, I mean that's the weird part of it. That's how it should happen. Riven doesn't necessarily win because Garen is pretty much all Arcane focus, and he
Mm.
took Ignite as well. So you can think about I can go top, I can wait for Garen to go aggressive Riven, I can punish him for the mistakes that he do if he tries to go all in on Riven. And because he doesn't have to P, he will lose a lot of XP as well. So one game on top lane is equal to pretty much I don't know one entire XP level for Riven to be ahead.
Yeah.
That's one thing that you could go. Can I gank mid? Yes, but oh, and as well, Gragas starting Raptors, which is most common, means that he will be late for the top side. Gragas starting blue means that he won't be top side. So these are two
Mm.
things to keep track of. There's also Xerath and Zed. How can I gank them? Well, Xerath needs to blow at least one summoner for me to gank. If he blows Flash, he's a free kill, and I should just go there. As for
Yeah.
bot lane, you don't actually want to go there. You cannot really help them whatsoever. You can maybe 2v3 somehow if God the trash is bad. And I'm sorry if someone's snoring behind me, if you can hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. Not much I can do about that one.
Oh wait, sorry. No, I was saying yeah to what you said about in game. I
Ah,
I can't hear anything else apart from you.
okay, perfect. Uh, so now where you want to start is depending on you. If you want to go top as fast as possible, starting blue is the option. You go blue into Raptors into red, and you can gank
Yeah.
top side, and that's the fastest clear that you can go for with you getting level 3 as well.
So
Or you
would you
can
say
hmm,
because I've got a Riven top this game, it would be best to just start blue?
It's an option. I'm not saying it's best. You can also start
Oh,
Raptors into red and to then clear for blue and watch mid and cover for a bot lane so they don't get cheese level 2 or 3 and get 2v2 because the enemy knows that they have the advantage, so they might want to 2v2 them. And if you're there, you can turn around as well.
mm,
So you're mostly focusing in the first clear on top lane or bot lane, but you cannot focus on both, and that means that you need to choose where you want to start. Now, it's a bit of a coin flip, so you can start Raptors, which is more efficient than starting blue. So pretty much that's the reason why you want to go for the Raptors early on, because it's much more efficient as a start. That even
yeah.
if, let's say, Pole Lane doesn't need help, he will still be ahead or equal to Gragas, depending on where he starts. Whereas if you start blue, but Garen doesn't go aggressive, and or Gragas matches you, you won't be ahead of the enemy jungler, and you might actually fall behind
Mm.
in terms of XP and gold. This is what I'm mainly saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much how we go with it and how you think about the pathing in the early game, at least in this situation. So for now, let's say you start Raptors. I think it's a correct decision. It's a safe decision, and it's actually the best. You don't have a great leash, but you don't need one, honestly.
Mm. I
Um,
don't think I'll get a leash this game, but
it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter. Yeah,
yeah, Maokai's leash is pretty good on
okay.
his own.
Just this doesn't matter. It never happened. You just start a game at the deficit of gold. That's it.
Yeah, I just don't worry about that.
Yeah, okay. It's perfect. You put the saplings there. That's actually perfect. The leash is very the clear is very good. You go to finish this, and then you go to red. You will swipe red because you clear because red has less armor, whereas blue has less MR.
Yeah,
So this is why, for example, magic damage junglers will want to smite red because it has less armor but not less MR, and they will do blue faster inherently. Whereas AD junglers, such as for example Lee Sin or Graves or stuff like that, will want to smite blue because it has less MR. Nevertheless, you don't necessarily need to smite those two. You can also smite wolves or raptors, depending on how you go, or gromp, depending on how it goes. But people usually smite either red, wolves, or blue. And you having the second camp as red and having almost no single target clear, you will want to smite red since it has a bigger HP pool and it's single target as well.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you probably know that. I'm just going over it in case you're going over the VOD
Yeah,
review.
I didn't know about the armor pen and magic resist, but I 9 times out of 10 smite. If I start Raptors, smart red.
Red, okay. So now you're passing directly to your blue without good rolls, which is not bad. It's fine.
I do this so I can take blue and then possibly
Yeah.
gank mid
Oh, and
or secure scuttler.
next time when you're doing VOD like this, I rather if you press O so I can have the thingy here when I can see everything. Just letting you know. So because I cannot see the items and the gold and stuff like that right now. I can only see the chat reports
Oh,
and
I do press it when I base a
oh
few
okay.
times.
Okay.
I do it so you can see what items I brought, just in case you're like, maybe you should have brought this in this because of this game, or
Okay. So at this point in time, you're going for Skull Crab. It's not necessarily bad, but you have to think about more thoroughly. Um,
I knew I was pretty safe because obviously Gragas starts Raptors, so I wasn't
yeah, but that's correct.
in
So
any danger.
Raptors, after all. No, he does start red. So you can see that he starts red because your bot lane is already there, whereas their bot lane is not. And there's no reason for Trash Lucian not to be on lane at that time if they didn't leash. So you can
Oh, he starts red. Oh,
yeah, he
okay.
actually starts red. That's what is important. He actually doesn't begin with Raptors. He starts red, so you have an XP advantage over him if you do it for a full clear. This is why I'm saying going Skull now is, because he went blue and it's still fine, but you know he started red. So now you have to just see how your lanes are. You're not very high on HP, so obviously ganks aren't really an option now unless someone is really a free kill. So you take a look at your laners. Xerath is pushing Zed in. Zed is half HP, Xerath is full HP, but Xerath is half mana and Zed doesn't have flash. So there's not really much of a gank potential here because Zed is also low, you're also low, and Xerath can turn around pretty easy, especially if Gragas can be there because his pathing is not something you can expect easily since he didn't start Raptors, so you don't know where he will be. Because he can either go for the full 5 camp clear, which is really bad for his part, but he can go for it, or he can just go for a level 3 gank somewhere. In this case, Gragas cannot go for any gank because Garen is pushing Riven top, and Riven has probably died to the cheese here. And Xerath is also pushing Zed in. The only lane that's pushing towards Gragas is the Trash lane, which you don't really have any gank potential because you have Soraka and Xayah into Trash edition. There's absolutely nothing you can do right now there unless they're right up in your tower. So this is the worst basically part for you. There's no way you can get anything at this point in time. This is why you think about, if I want to gank, I will do Scuttle. But is there a way for me to gank those? Now you take a look at the bottom. Do you use the F keys when you go through lanes? Ever?
I usually just click over them. I know I should use the
Yeah, you
keys,
can either
but
do F keys or click. F keys are faster. Clicks just I think are a bit more accurate because you can watch it for a prolonged time. But F keys are way faster. You need to get accustomed to just seeing and getting information at a faster rate as possible, especially if you're playing tank junglers. So, nevertheless, right now, you doing Scuttle is a bad decision. You, instead of Scuttle, should have gone and go for Wolves and Gromp and go for level 4 clear. Because there's no way right now you are going to pull ahead of Gragas by ganking. So you might as well go to it by farming because Gragas will be below in XP levels.
Yeah.
So this is why this call is bad overall.
Okay.
You now look for gank mid because Xerath is pushed in, but you also need to look at Zed's HP and Xerath. Xerath has no flash because he flashed in right now, but if we just go back a few seconds, like up until 28, you see that they all end here now. You see Zed has no flash, so he cannot really flash offensively. He has to take care. He cannot flash offensively either to go in for the kill. So you go with Skull and going mid makes no difference whatsoever, unless you just want to cover a lane and get the XP. That's the only thing that you can do. But your pathing right now, like here, like so, it doesn't help in any way. Because Gragas might cut you off from this part, because he has cleared maybe only 3 camps, and he might be at your jungle trying to scout for your raptors. So he might, while you go here for Xerath, in this position, he might actually cut you off like this. And then you will probably die, because you're not very healthy either.
Or at least get my sums, like, because I'd have to flash away.
Yeah, at least, you don't even get a Gragas. Oh, you actually get a Gragas, nice flash. So you do get a Gragas there, because they actually commit way too hard on Zed. And Gragas actually, I think, takes aggro for no reason. No, actually, he had aggro anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Gragas just fucked up a bit, because he could have just...
They just went...
Yeah,
there was no...
Yeah, he went into... If he just went this way instead, you would have knocked him off, and he wouldn't get the extra TS that he did. But,
I think I flashed for that. Oh, no, I don't flash for that.
Yeah, you flashed up for it in the end. It's good, because you...
No, I mean me. I thought I flashed, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I did in the end, yeah. I thought I flashed.
Yeah. And then it's good, because you don't really get the XP of Zed, because he's now behind, so he needs the XP very much. So you don't soak more than it's needed. This is actually fine. You freeze it in a position that's actually very good for him. Like, this part is not that bad, actually. He's in a bad position anyway now, because he's set into a range matchup that has an advantage early on. But the good part about it is that he will have Flash and Ignite way before him. So you might want to count that and watch the timing summoner or Zed, because he will have Flash, and half the time does the Seraph have. And you can set up a gank at that point accordingly. Or you can even set up now, because he has Ignite, whereas Seraph doesn't have any summoners whatsoever.
Oh yeah, I killed this Seraph over and over again.
Yeah. Other than that, you see that your bot lane is finally getting pushed in, probably because Soraka has recalled randomly. Yep, exactly. So, bot is getting pushed. Infernal Drake is up. So that's really important for you to at least set up a bare minimum of vision control in the bot side to know at least if they're going for the Infernal Drake. The bad part for you is that your top lane is winning, so that's really detrimental for you, since even if you normally have the TP advantage, she needs to use the TP for a lane phase, otherwise she loses way too much.
Yeah.
Other than that, you clearing Grump is fine right now, but it normally shouldn't have been up, I guess. You now clearing the Blast Gun, waiting for a Yank. That's actually very fine as well. It's really good if you're waiting on a Blast Gun or something because you're at the maximum level of getting prepared to actually respond to an action that the enemies try to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now recalled, and I don't know what you're going for actually, but you probably have Bami Cinder and something else, and then Pink Ward. It's perfect.
The thing pops up. I don't
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay, you start clearing Raptors again. That's really good. Okay, now I think you go and get Xerath kill, and that's really good. That's a really good pathing by you because you saw Xerath having no words whatsoever. Because he was actually pushed in during this whole time somehow.
Yeah.
And you managed to pick that off. That's really good for you. Alternatively, if he wasn't pushed in, you would have used the thingy blast, the cone there, to actually try to scout out if he has any wards, and just stall the gank, maybe clear the skull and then go for the gank up because you still have the pink to put it here. And in case you put a pink, you could just wait around here or here or here and wait for Xerath to actually go and clear the pink. The pink position is pretty bad itself. You should place it around here because that forces the Xerath to go more towards you. You can W from this position from this wall to here if you have the pink and Xerath tries to clear it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Other than that, this is good. Right now we're going straight for top lane, but I think Aaron might be getting sick soon enough, so that's a problem. But at least we're going to free kill that because he's dumb, so there's that. Okay, at least the gank worked.
Yeah,
I guess he didn't really have the XP up for it. I guess if he had TP, he might have had it, but...
I'll help Riven push this. So.
Yeah. But it's weird, since you have 6 right now, but Riven doesn't even have level 6 yet, nor does Garen. Which is so weird. Xerath also, you're like on par with your mid laner. That's insane. So one good part that you can see is that your bowling has died up until now. It's a trash Lucian, so that's a good thing. Just keep waiting for them maybe, or trying to show off near bot
Is there
side.
a reason why I shouldn't gank bot?
Yeah, because you don't have any CC to set up and damage. Soraka doesn't offer CC or damage. You can offer the CC, but Zaya early on doesn't really have. She's more like a scaling champion. She has a good laning phase, but not really great.
Yeah.
So up until she gets TR and Zero item, she doesn't really do that much damage overall. Plus, Lucian and Thresh have enough ability to just escape, and Thresh play just destroys you after you W.
Yeah, true.
Pretty much that's it. Also, Xerath has a global ulti, so he can just roam down to here and ulti in case they turn around the fight and Gragas shows up as well. Because you also have to take into consideration globals when you're ganking.
Yeah, true.
When doing golems, there's one thing to take into consideration. If you're ahead as a jungler, you don't want to clear all the golems. If you do need the gold, you will clear them. But if you are ahead and you don't have anything to do and you want to sit still in the jungle and still farm or look for a gank afterwards, don't clear all the golems. Just clear the first 2 and then leave it. If you are behind, you want to clear all the golems because you want the gold and the XP that comes from it as well. That's one thing to take into consideration as well, in case you didn't know it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
I mean, Ghost in a Hulk right now. The way the game is going and the way you can abuse it, I would have rather you went into mobility boots, honestly, because it opens up roams on the map, so you can roam in between top and mid constantly. Because Seraphil has the flash, and you should have timed it. Zed has ulti, so you can still get the kill on Serath fairly easy, especially since your flash will be coming up soon enough, just a bit before Xerath as well. So your buy is not bad, but I think mobility would do better, especially since you can go top and help the Riven as well in case your gang mid doesn't work. You understand what I'm saying as well.
Okay, yep.
Since Sinhulk does offer you a boost in clearing, but not as big since Bommy was buffed anyway. So Bommy clear should be enough with your base damages. and you don't really want to
Should I
power
put like
farm.
full boots or just like tier 1 boots?
No, mobility boots, so you can just
Oh,
run.
Mobos. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Mobi. Um, because normally you go to your Hulk if you want to power farm or want a team fight, a skirmish actually, and a 2v2 or 3v3, because that gives you a boost. If you have mobility, there you can show up to those fights faster than the enemy. So instead of being a 3v3, you may be a 3v2 for your team or a 2v1.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's the logic behind the Elise mobility as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now I don't see why you're bot because your red will be spawning up soon, and you kind of want to clear it when it's up. Unless you do want to gank bot, but the problem
Oh,
is that
I came down for Drake.
yeah, you came down for Drake, but their bot is not pushed in hard enough. I don't know what it's doing here, but you cannot do Drake alone. You need to pick on someone. You need to pick on Gragas. You need to pick on the Lucian or the Serath to open up for the Drake.
Well, I'm 6, and usually when I get 6 on Maokai, I usually just gank bot. Like, because I got Cinder as well, I can just tower dive.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but it's very risky to hard dive into those, even if they are low level
Okay.
compared to you. It's just way too risky of a play. Just go top side to get your red buff, then immediately run down because you currently have much bigger of an EV. EV is like term for poker. If you watch the last stream, you'll realize what it means. It basically means uh, what is the probability or what is the efficiency value of you being a certain part. So your efficiency value for top side is way bigger since you have the red buff up. And on bot side, you only have Grump up. The fact that bot has also Dragon is very weird, but the EV still plays more part for the top side of the map. Since after you clear red, your EV at the top will be 0, except for a gang top. So I'm just talking about jungle clearing. Whereas on bot side, you'll probably respawn wolves, you'll have Grump, and you'll have blue as well. So you'll have more to do afterwards, even if you're not doing Drake. This way, after you do Grump, you're forced to wait on one of your buffs or one of your comps, or you just go top side, but then you have to go back, and it's a weird pathing that you do.
So I should have just gone straight to my red.
Yeah, straight to your red, unless you know the enemy will want to start dragon right at a time, which they weren't. You should have just gone to red and then moved bot side, because that would assure
Okay.
continuity in
I
your
do that
pathing.
quite a lot in my games, actually, come to think of it. Like, I'd just. Yeah.
So now you don't even clear like your Raptors, your red. You're looking for a gank mid because you know his flash should come up soon. So this is also fine. You
Yeah, I'll
flash
pop it.
W and you kill him. Yeah, that's easy. That's easy to pop up. Now we just go for red. Red is more important to Raptors at the moment. You're looking to whether you can make a player top or something, so we don't really need to power farm that much.
Mm.
Clearing Raptors is not that bad, but doing this means that you're now wasting your mana that you have saved for some ganks to power farm. The good part on you is that Karen actually recalls, and you don't actually need to gank or to cover for anyone.
So I shouldn't have rushed
No,
on the Xerath there.
no, you should have rushed the Xerath there. That's good that you actually saw the timing.
Oh,
You could have done it from the bot side of the map as well, because in case because you went from top side, but you didn't know whether it was war or not. But you didn't know that about bot side either. So it's not necessarily a bad decision. It's more that it's a weird pathing. You could have done that if you went from red, because you took the pathing from here. You went to Grump, then you went here, then you just made a wrap around in your jungle, and it's lost a lot of time wasted. Whereas if you went just red and then directly, that would have been much more direct, much faster, without any time wasted. Point in the jungle is to waste a few seconds, as few minutes as possible, as few seconds as possible. Waste as less time as you can.
okay, yeah.
Be as efficient as you can, because you don't have a lot of resources like the laners have.
Okay, yeah.
So at least now it's good for you because Sightline's recalled, so you can actually power farm. So that's good enough, but normally that it shouldn't work like that. You're even in trouble, and what the fuck? Oh, you didn't actually get a kill on him. That's sad. Could you actually have or use the ult better, or would the move speed be enough for him to get out? I think actually using the ult straight up from now on. It's like right now. If you use the ult right now,
Yeah, yeah.
I think that would have been the best choice.
Yeah, definitely got a kill.
Because now you have to waste flash, and your ult is very slow moving. Even if you use it like this, you could just go that way and sidestep it. So from this situation, whatever you ult, it's bad. I think that's definitely the worst part where you could have ulted because he had Gragas there helping out, but it just so happens. It's unfortunate also that he even dies because she overstays, but at least it comes and he'll manage to clean up while he actually escapes. So not much you can do there to do more about that one. I think it's fine. You don't need to say anymore. You're not at HP or what you can say. Not even with the red buff regen. Because Gragas, you see, Gragas was just a tad late. If he E'd earlier, he would have managed to spot you there in the bush probably. If you stay a bit longer. And if you won there a bit longer, because I don't know. It just took a long time. Now we're just battling pretty much both sides, which is good. I'd advise you to give set up the blue buff so he can work out more on mid because the energy regen is actually quite important and the cooldown reduction. So let's see if you can actually give blue buff to him. Oh, you're actually getting untested. What the hell?
Yeah, it's watered. He just comes.
you just tank them. It doesn't matter. You just tank everything they put at you. A full calling and you're still half HP. Wonderful champion.
Yeah. I think we actually kill him and get Draco off of this. Or
well, your bot lane didn't respond time, so you couldn't have killed them. Burnout do its call is okayish. What is Gragas doing? Hello?
Yeah, like, we end up getting Drake off of it. I'm not too sure.
I mean, it's okay from your point of view. Doesn't matter. Okay, now do use the lantern. You push you have priority your bot. Xrd didn't push mid, so you can still do Drake. You Drake. Xrd almost dies. This is so bad. Oh my lord. What is your okay? So next time, spam ping dragon.
Yeah, I did spam ping.
Ping question marks on SI and Z. Anything, or spamming the dragon. Anything, but to get them here.
Yeah, if you look at the map, I did that. I was spam pinging on Z. I even typed in chat saying, "What are you guys doing? Are you blind?"
Okay. Just start their attention, not necessarily to be toxic. The good part is actually Secret Drake. The bad part is by the time Dragon's died, he actually came in, respawned, and almost was able to steal it.
Yeah.
So that was a bit odd. Just don't the dragon if you see your team doesn't want to do it. This is not what you can do about it. It could have gone to their part. It just so happened that it was you actually got it.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky.
Yeah. I don't see what you bought right now, but I think you got tier 2 boots. No, actually, this should be tier 1 still.
I don't know if I pull the thing up. I kind of forget. I get too engrossed in the. Yeah.
I think I can watch it on OPGG. Regardless. So we can see the build path that you had. Sebastian Hulk. Yeah, I think you bought. It's 9 minute mark. You're at 13 minute mark, 12 minute mark. You got tier 2 boots. Swap the trinket and a big word. That's good. I'm not accustomed to Dark Zone Maokai, but I guess it kind of works.
I had 300. I think it was 357, and I didn't really know what to buy, so I just bought.
Yeah, you can all buy a cult armor if you don't know what to buy.
Oh, true. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
But I mean, tier team doesn't really help. You won Mercury Treads after all, and your next item was actually Righteous Glory. So actually, if you wanted to go Righteous Glory, you could have opted for a cult armor as well.
Yeah.
Okay. This is weird. What's happening here? Let's check it out. So you clear Raptors. You don't have vision on the bot lane. Sorry.
That's right.
You don't. Karen is dead. He has nowhere to come in. I think you see Gragas. You might have seen Gragas. Yoxai is heading bot. You're in heading top.
No.
What you can do now is either go top, help Riven take the first threat. Wait, what's first break called in bot lane? Did bot lane get first threat? I wasn't over.
No, top.
Okay. So you can actually just go top turret, top to actually get the turret, and or just clear his jungle, wait for Garen to actually respawn, but the timer is quite big. So the best choice for you now is to maybe just go top and to get the turret with Riven, get the first break between before Xerath manages to get a mid, because you know their ball lane isn't there, and if they're not there, Soraka can't get the turret, and they don't have any reason to recall because they don't have necessarily good buy. So you can think about them roaming somewhere, and it's either top or mid. You going
So
top is the
in this
safest.
situation right here, it's probably better to go top and or well take his jungle and then re-kill Garen, take the tower instead of ganking mid.
Yeah.
Or killing mid.
King command
Okay.
is just like forcing a gank. You force a gank because you can do it, but it's not really
It's
the
not always
optimal way.
the best.
Plus,
Okay,
you didn't
yeah.
have to use flash here. I think he had more move speed. Let me check Xerath as well.
I think he flashes, don't he? Oh
I
no.
can't see. How do I see Xerath? No, he did flash. Oh god.
Oh, what's that noise?
Okay,
Sorry, that was my brother.
it's okay. So look at the build. He's 30 minutes in. He has tier 1 boots. So you run faster than him. Because he's range as well, so he has a low move speed. And you're a Maokai, you have low base move speed as well, but you have tier 2 boots over him.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you don't need to
So
flash. You're going to catch up to him.
I think I was just forcing it just because I could.
Yeah, but it's not optimal. Just try to play in the most efficient way possible.
Yeah.
Now again, you could have just wait. Oh, that's good. Just go into him. Maybe ultimately, because Roots come behind you, and you could root him as well. But in the end, you ended up catching him, and he died. And Straka was here to actually counter gank, which is very good. But you didn't know that they were setting up a gank mid. That's the bad part about it. You didn't react to their
Yeah.
gank
Like
mid. You just forced your way through because you're just so much ahead.
yeah.
In a situation in which you weren't so ahead, this could have turned out very bad for you. So it's not worth
Yeah.
to take coin flips to that. Instead, go for the safest
I
options
think that's why
possible.
I'm so inconsistent.
Yeah, I think if you know how to play from ahead, because you can force easily, but you don't know how to play when on equal footing from
Yeah,
behind as
definitely.
much.
That is definitely a problem I have.
So just try to think more about what is the safest option right now, and if you force gank, in this case, it's decent because you can force it because you have the option to force it because you're far ahead. But normal
Mm.
games, I want to see you think more about it because I doubt that in normal games you would actually go for top threat. I think you would still go for the gank mid because you would
Yeah, I
not
would
think.
have. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So just think about that a bit more.
Yeah.
You can watch the VOD afterwards anyway. So you have if you don't remember something that we discussed, you can go over it afterwards because this time I actually put the mic on, so
Oh yeah, yeah.
you
Okay,
gotta be
cool.
able to hear me. Okay, you're not playing wolves. Red is up. Now, it's usually not to leave your red up when you don't have the tier 1 on top. See, and
Mm.
they actually managed to get tier 1. You don't have tier 1 on top, so Riven can get pushed up to this point pretty easily. Maybe even to her tower. That allows Garen to roam into the jungle, and Gergas can go and just steal your whole red side jungle pretty easily. This is why you need
Mm.
to get as much as possible from the start, from the get-go, before. So from this point, because they already see you, just move to red, take it, and recall, and then see what you can do. Maybe you can actually force it to be top lane, because you're very big. Maybe you can just cover for Riven, just let her farm on the turret. Any of these could work while you recall.
Yeah.
Clearing wolves doesn't really give you much because LZ is back and Serath has lane priority on mid. Gragas is in your jungle, want to take your red buff, which I just said, and Riven just pushed into her turret without any way to safely farm as well. You managed to find Gragas and just ignore him because Riven is just dueling Gar on top.
I didn't actually see Gragas there. I was hovered over Riven at top. I didn't even notice he was there.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me that.
All
That's
right,
worse.
so
That's worse for you, man. Oh my god.
but at least I I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew he was there.
Okay. Okay, you knew he was there. Okay. You were just determined what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's good that you cover mid here. And I think up until Zed comes into a lane, you still should be mid in case Red fast pushes lane. Because this time he chose to go for a safe. wrap around back to mid lane. But if he went back in, he could have cleared the next wave, which was coming right here, and he might actually have done more damage to a turret. So just stay here and cover the lane for him up until he gets back to lane.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, one bad part that he did is that you have no EV on top side out for the gank top. You know Garen will be pushing, and he's without TP. He also has a flash now. And you cleared every single camp that you had on top side. And you only have camps on bot side. So what that leaves you is that you have to go bot side. You're forced to go bot side to actually farm something. Your bot lane, by the way, died as well. So you going bot side means that you farm. But you cannot do much because you will lose your bot turret. So then you end up with nothing. Or you go top side and you try to get Garen. And if it doesn't work, you get nothing in return. Because you don't have any jungle camps top side. So if you wanted, I think you should have recalled after red, even if you had a massive buy after it. Because I don't think you did. Honestly, don't think you had anything big. You didn't have Righteous Glory anyway, so.
I'm not 100% sure what I bought.
You bought Crystal Embracer, Glacier Shroud, sold the Riffle Pot, and bought Ruby Crystal as well. So it's not a massive buy. Even without Raptors, you would have been able to buy Shroud and Crystal Embracer, surely. So.
Yeah.
Right now, you go on top side directly. Nope. Nope. You decided against it because you don't see Garen top, and you go in bot side. And you lose the top, you lose the bot turret because you weren't there to cover it either. And this is the bad part about thinking more about objectives. Think about lanes that you have to cover as a jungler, because that's one thing that you can do. When your lanes are not there, when they're roaming, when they die, try to cover if possible. Plus, you're level 11 Maokai against a level 9 Lucian without any mana whatsoever. What is he going to do about that? He cannot push
So I
you
should have
out.
gone straight to bot.
Well, hypothetically, seeing that your bot lane has died at this point means that you should probably just leave the big raptor and just move toward bot side and ping your Zed. Or ask Riven to go bot side, have Zed go top, you hold mid, something like that, anything else.
Oh, so I shouldn't have even been based.
Yeah, you shouldn't have necessarily based. Or just turn up around bot side.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to give up Materia, which was theoretically okay because you didn't know where Kragas is, and if he still stayed there, you could have based as well. I mean, I think Gragas is still the turret hitting that, but honestly, there's not much you can do. Even if in this, I mean, just look at it. There's no way they can kill you. Lucian has no mana whatsoever.
I just originally thought that, the tower's gone. I'm just going to base, get some items, and then head bot.
I mean, if you didn't do Raptors as well, then you would have been in time for bot lane, and you would have had EV top with the Raptors and the Golems that was spawn. So there's that.
Yeah, true.
Try to think straight. Holy shit, my English. Try to think 2 minutes ahead of time as much as you can, or 1 minute at least. I'm not even talking about. I didn't even talk about Gragas' pathing and how you would know where he's pathing, counting his CS numbers and so on. Because I don't have the POV of VOD right now, so it's obviously a bit harder. But normally you should think about that as well. I'm just trying to focus on the parts that I see you're clearly making mistakes, like huge mistakes maybe, in decision making and stuff like that in pathing. Because you need to set up your pathing to be as efficient as possible, and then you can work out on detecting the enemy jungler. Try to understand what's the base of the pathing to have only a minor understanding of the enemy jungler's path, and then you can improve on that as well. And once you do that, you can improve your own pathing even to a far superior level. But at this point in time, you're just like very basic for platinum level, like very, very basic, very, very now. You actually got very lucky that Xerath didn't work properly and that he allowed you to snowball so hard, to snowball the Zed and to snowball yourself. Because if you weren't ahead, this game would have been very, very difficult considering how you judge where you should go and what you should do. That's at least from my take. You say your early game and mid game pathing is perfect. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I need someone to tell me that.
Yeah, it's perfect. I'm going to help you since I'm a bad player anyway, so I can't do anything else. I know how to point fingers to people, not how to play apparently. But yeah, okay, that's good. Doesn't matter because I wouldn't have caught it anyway. You forced her out the way without any knowledge. Why do you turn around? You should probably have gone for the ward to just clear it since you don't have anything else to do. Just to get the vision off your red buff, because vision there means that if, for example, if they don't see you go past that point, they might know that you're not golems or you're not topside at all.
Yeah.
Understand? So it would have been beneficial for you to clear the ward regardless, because you're not doing anything at this time anyway. Oh god, what's happening? Okay, you're opting for a trap on bot side. With baiting. Never mind, you're forcing. Never mind, what are you doing? Oh, you want to get a turn, okay. But you cannot force it like that. Because I think Lucian has Bork now.
Yeah, he does a ton of damage, I realised.
Yeah. Bork really helps you, especially when you have no tally and you don't have armor. So
yeah. I mean, our main reason was
yeah, you see, what did you try to do here? You didn't try to play it like safe. You try to force it again because you're ahead. But you actually hit your head on a wall or on a ceiling because you realized Lucian actually can push me out. And you ended up losing a lot of stuff. You wasted Xayah ult, Soraka ult, Maokai ult, Xayah flash for Trash Flash. And that's pretty much it, because the calling doesn't really matter unless it's for Wave Clear. Never mind, you wasted your flash as well. So this is what I'm talking about. Stop trying to force stuff.
Yeah.
Because when you're ahead,
So
it's a quite
what should I be doing right now?
Well, at one time, waiting for a trap is good, but you try to force it. I don't think that I've seen you, but I don't know what's gonna happen because you don't stay in the bush for too long. You don't wait. The bad part is that you caught thresh roaming, and that's why Lucian won't push very, very far.
Yeah.
You probably saw thresh on a wire and thought that you could immediately go for him. Sorry. But if you wanted to force it, you should have just wrapped around the tree bush because it doesn't matter if he would have seen you because if you go this way or that way, he would seize you regardless. So just go that way to try to cut him off if you try to force something. But normally I would just go and try to wait here, and if it doesn't work, just go back to clearing the camps. Ideally, I think you could also hold mid. Because Zed is backing and Gragas is pushing lane and tower is low HP. So I think actually holding mid is the best one. Yeah, never mind. You should have just stood mid to hold it. Because you don't really watch the objectives. Anyway, getting past this, because you didn't respond in time, you lost 2 turrets because of you. Because you could have saved them.
Yeah.
So, that's what you need to think about more. Now, you doing Drake, it's not a bad decision, but you don't have to DPS. You could have gone bot to help Sai get turret faster, to be honest, and then rotate the dragon. Push in the wave that comes now. Push in, have Lucian have to take it, use the mana and cooldowns on it, because they won't have time to respond fast enough, and then you can go to Drake and take Drake, because you'll have more DPS this way. Or you can, in case Zed doesn't have mid priority, you can go mid Gangster with a 4-man, as a 3-man squad plus Zed. That is what you should have done. Just starting Drake now is just there's no point necessarily. It's still bad because the turret was low HP and so I managed to get it regardless. But he didn't see where Lucian Thresh was, so they might have been much closer to the turret and he might have not gotten it. Plus, if they were the turret and they just repelled the wave, they could have just collapsed on you and the Xerath as well, because Xerath had priority there and you would have died.
Yeah.
You use saplings in the bush always.
Maybe I'm not as good as what I thought I was.
but you're improving.
Yeah, true.
That's what's important. To
Mm.
keep improving. It doesn't matter if you're not good at a point. If you keep improving, you're gonna be good at 1 point. This is a good engage, but it's a bit cocky because your team doesn't really photo it up. Because you don't have a secondary engage. That's why I don't like Soraka. She doesn't really offer anything. Riven is your secondary engage, but she stops side farming, trying to push the wave back into it, into
Yeah.
Garen. If you get here with all you have, there's no one to come for you to try to come in because there's no one that acts as a front line between those three heroes that can tank 1 or 2 hits that they put up while you're engaging, while you're flanking. That means that they cannot really push really that fast into the enemy team. So they'll be stuck trying to kite back and forth while you're already in the middle of them. So they won't be able
Yeah.
to exert DPS that they should. This is why the engage is not really that good.
Oh, okay.
You managed to get pick and Gragas, but it wasn't necessarily that great. You forced it again, but you were far
Yeah.
ahead, so and probably had a bit more armor. So this one Lucian couldn't do that much to you.
We had Soraka Hills as well, which was alright.
Yeah, now you can siege up because Straka had ult. Okay, Straka had had ult and was able to stay a bit longer. Though I like that she got hit and she didn't ult. She didn't panic at all. It's impressive. Garen just straight goes for her. It doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. I mean, turning Garen now is not that good, but he just suicided. Because if he just kept on running, he would have done good. But I think he wanted to catch someone off, so he's just stupid in this case. This normally
Yeah.
shouldn't have happened. And now you start a fight, that's pointless. Because even if you start this fight, what are you going to get? Look at your waves. Yeah, your top wave is here, you can't do shit about it. Your bot wave is here, it's too far away for you to get to it. Your mid wave is just in the middle. Will you push hard enough in time to get to the turret and actually do damage to it before Xerath can rotate? Not really. What objective is
Mm.
there? Nashor? No, you cannot do it. Xerath can repel. Gragas is still full HP. Xerath can probably repel it because Gragas can just get away. He has no issue whatsoever. So this fight here is just pointless. You won't get anything of it.
Mm.
Your aim is to get objectives through team fights, not to get objectives to team fight. So like team fight get objectives, not get objectives to team fight. Got that.
Yeah.
Okay, now collect Skull, which is okay because once you all recall after that fight, their recall is faster, except Lucian is gonna correspond. But you getting Skull lets you know whether they go and have and get vision control in the Nash pit, or nearby the Nasher, or in the river at the very least. So you know
Yeah.
where at least to clear next time. So that's good. Um, now going towards Raptors, starting to clear it. Okay, not bad. Stay around Nasher. Now you're probably gonna want to start advancing Nasher because your Maokai you're really strong now. Riven is already very strong as well, level 14 in the game. Is at level 12. Greg is 10. Trash 9. It's just like very low overall. You can start dancing around Nasher. Have Riven go bot, split push the wave because Garen is stop and he's an idiot. And because they have no TP, there's no way they can respond properly to a Riven split push. Because
Yeah.
if Garen wants to go on the Riven, somewhere around here, Riven just backs off, and Garen has to push the wave. Riven pushes back in, so on and so forth, until you find opportunity to actually engage, where Riven can actually TP, and you'll get a 5-4 fight. So that's how you should play from now on. And you should let them know that in chat, or at least through pings, anything.
Yeah.
Because since you're not mechanical, like you're a jungler and you know what should be happening around the map, and you should know the best about the objectives, you should be also the one to lead them. If no one gives such calls. Now you just using glories. It's just nothing. I think you just try to scare them
I'm
off or
just
something.
forcing it again. No, I just try to force it.
Forcing every day.
Mm.
You getting this call is not really. There's no point in it because that's for 1 minute, and this is 125 up until Drew comes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really
I
help
probably
out.
should have just pinged Baron. Well, there isn't Drake spawning.
Yeah, Drake's spawning, but
Yeah.
you could go for it. But the point is the skull lasts 1 minute, and there's 125 until Drake spawns.
Oh
So
yeah,
don't
true.
kill the skull yet. Wait up until there's 40 seconds or 30 seconds. Kill it then, because then you have a way to disengage in case something gets bad, or a way to engage if they come too close to you.
Yeah.
it's good that you maintain visual control here, but then it's like gets caught and you have to FF Dragon, I guess. You get caught out. You're just a tanky. There's nothing they can do. Okay. You get caught again. Flash out. Doesn't matter. You're too tanky. God damn it. I love playing Maokai. What happened?
Yeah, I know. I just don't die.
Okay, Z dies. Z dies. It just randomly, and it just a gate, like right there. Trash. Didn't he have play? Lantern, play, something. Nothing? Okay, perfect. They just leave you. They just leave him to die, apparently. And you could just go for Drake because obviously just going again to kill Zed right here. And instead of just pushing mid and getting the turret because we have the Xerath. Because Xerath can obviously have the recall now. Because Riven doesn't have flash to engage on him. But who cares about that? So it's just like this Royal of Cloud Fiesta, which is hard from now on. This is usually how all the games upon them end up. Like, it's hard for me to review them because neither team is doing what they should be doing.
Yeah.
So I can't really say whether you did something bad or wrong because even if it's wrong, in your case, it might be good. Like going for Garen here.
Yeah, even though it's wrong, it's good because it's just a clown fiesta.
Yeah.
But it's still bad. But it's good at the same
time.
time.
It should be bad, but it's good because the enemy team has no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you just get the trait that should have been theirs at that point. And from now on, I think you just win team fight, you get an inhib, you play around Nasher, you get Nasher, you end the game, I guess.
Oh no, it's not that simple, mate. I end up running in 1v5 and everything.
Oh, I go.
Yeah. Wait, I think that's right here. I see all my team mid, so I go for an epic flank, and then they all just like back off.
Yeah, see, like I think everyone was not there to actually just engage, and I don't think your team was on the same page since Soraka was recalling.
Yeah.
So that's your mistake. You need to watch out your team more.
Yeah, I said to
team
them,
actually
sorry.
gets aced. So
no. It's just me that dies, I think. Is it? Oh no, we get aced.
No, you get aced.
They don't take.
And they get 1 tier 2 for it. 1 tier 2. Did you get 2 tier 2s? Yeah, they get 2 tier 2s. Yeah, we have the enemy team. Let's look at Ash. Let's just go for 2 tier 2s. Why the hell not? Like, you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you do something bad. The enemy team is just going to do it worse.
Yeah, they should have just gone Nasher.
Yeah, just go Ash. Tier 1 or tier 2 falls anyway. Just send Serath to get either of them. Because you can send him to get tier 2 top. You're gonna get Nash with board from Lucian and stuff so on. You're gonna get 1 tier 2 in Nasher. Now you just don't do anything. You just open the map a bit, but it's not gonna be worth it because you cannot force stuff like you do. You can, at the very least, it's good for them because they open this side of the map, and they can actually just try to go for wards here in the jungle to actually pick someone off. But they cannot pick you off because it's tanky. They cannot pick up Sack because she's ulti, so they can only pick up Soraka that goes forward because that Riven shouldn't be there. So it's not optimal for them. Nashor would have been the best choice, but I guess they just want to leave it in play. I'm just skipping this because it's nonsense what's happening. I don't want to talk about wording because it's irrelevant probably in this current game. Yeah, you're just going in, you don't care. No, not a single worry.
No, I didn't.
Maokai tanking turrets.
Yeah. At this point in the game, I just realized I could probably just tank anything.
I mean, you can probably tank turret, and USA would have a new president by the time you're finishing tanking the turret, and you would die. So there's that as well. UK might actually get back in the European Union by the time you die to the turret.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's an insane game strategy. But you actually lose it there. So you trade bot in.
Yeah, I tell my team in chat to just trade inhibs.
Well, I mean, this is not worth in itself because bot inhib has better pressure in Baron than mid inhib does.
Yeah, true.
So you don't want to trade like this. But there's the advantage that Garen has no TP. So
yeah, exactly. Riven has TP. Although she doesn't have it up now, she does.
Yeah, but in time she will have it up. Because all thing you have to do is just someone has to repel this wave, and Riven can repel the wave normally. Once she gets TP, no, Zed repels it. It doesn't matter, and you just go top side because it doesn't matter. Riven just has to keep the wave pushed and just not let Karen push into the next turrets. That's all the things that she has to do, and then TP in for 5v4. As I said, that never happened, but it's okay. But normally, what you should be focusing on is top turret. You get that down, and afterwards you open the map even more, and you allow your team to get more vision control in their blue side jungle, which opens up an easier dance with Nashor, which opens up an easier Nashor or a peak or a team fight, which ends up in your favor. But again, this is more team oriented, so I can't. It's not only about you.
Yeah.
But you play the fights very cocky as well. The last Maokai that I reviewed actually played the team fights way better, but he was in a situation where he was on even terms. Whereas you're ahead and you don't care in the current situation. You're just going in ham, which is okay for you, I guess. But I'm wondering whether you actually know when you have to go back from a fight and when to go back in. Because this game was not really good to tell that to me. It's not really a good example.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even too sure either. I think I don't even know. I always force stuff.
Well, then just stop trying to force. Stop trying to actually be as coin flip as you are. Because you're a really coin flip jungler, to be honest. All your decisions are really coin flip. You just flip a coin. You're just like, oh, you heads? Okay, I win the team fight. GG, guys. We get Nash or we ace you. Oh shit. It's not heads. Damn it.
Yeah.
We get aced. Happens. Understand?
Yeah. It's pretty bad, actually, play like that.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised of even Platinum playing like that. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably are just on autopilot when you're playing, so that's why you're like that. Just try to think more about the situation in that current game, and try to be more active in thinking about the game.
Yeah.
Just you realizing about this, or me telling you about this, should be enough for you to try to start thinking about it. How much it will take you to do that, I don't know. Not up to me.
I mean, the game just turns into a massive clown fiesta.
Yeah, and I'm just in a fight, you just see. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Actually, you're doing good, but
I'll just try and peel my team as much as I can.
Yeah, but your team, you should have picked top turret. Just go there. Or actually, wait. No, just go Nash. Wait, what am I saying? Am I dumb as well? No, I'm at your level now.
Well, I pinged Nash here. And
oh no, you cannot. No. I just saw the wave bot. I'm just dumb as fuck. I didn't see the wave bot that was pushing your next turret. No, it's good. Just send Riven.
Although bot. I think me and Zaya could have just done it. She said
no. Send Riven bot. The rest go Nash, and you take it. And Riven TPs after she clears the wave and repels it. Oh, Riven dies suicide. Never mind. Never mind. What is Sarah doing? Oh, okay. Okay, it's not that bad. You definitely should give up blue more. Now it doesn't matter on you anymore. The cooldown reduction is pointless. You already have enough items.
I just took it because it was up.
Yeah, I know. That was the bad ulti. But it worked out. And you just finished the game. Okay.
Wait, that's the game with an ulti? What do you mean it's bad?
Well, you didn't catch anyone off.
Yeah, it caught Lucian, didn't it?
Did it? No, it didn't.
Yeah, and then Zed flashes and kills Lucian.
Did it actually? I don't see it on my map, so I can't. Oh yeah, rooted. Okay.
If you look.
Yeah, you actually caught him.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Trash lantern. Hello. Oh wait. Yeah.
Yeah. If you see just there, he's rooted, and then we win the fight. Although yeah, it is a coin flip ulti, so.
Well, I mean, coin flip. He's rooted, but then again, he also has flash up.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, rooted flash up. I'm not quite sure what should have done, Lucian. I'm not quite sure, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
So don't tell me it's not coin flip when he has flash up and he dies like a morph. that can actually be helped. Because your ult is really slow. You usually use it from either melee range or trying to disengage stuff. Not in this situation, like you try to force stuff.
Yeah.
That's not really what the utility of the ulti is. What it does. Then again, the game ends after this. No point in it anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna write in this notepad, but I just have too much. So I didn't go over your runes and masteries, which I might actually do now, just for the sake of it. So you have.
I don't think I have a dedicated page for Maokai, but masteries I think are.
Well, it's not bad. What I run, I think is. Let me check it out. For runes, what do I run? On this account, I have more runes, so I probably have them finished. I think I run either a Sejuani or the Gragas one. I think I run the Gragas one on Maokai, which is text speed marks you have as well. I run full health per level, and I run 2 armor quints. So that might be the only thing that you can switch to armor quints and get AP and blues, because you already have enough AP. Like you have so much AP from this, you don't really need it. 15 is enough.
Yeah. Okay.
As for your masteries, just go battle trends, not double-edged sword on tanks ever again. Please, thank you. And 1 point of vampirism should do it. Also get annealing, because you don't need the early game recovery. Other than that, insight and fearless is up to you, and this as well is up to you. So just don't go ever double-edged sword. This is really bad overall. Just go battle trends.
Yeah.
And maybe 1 point of vampirism and unyielding. The rest is absolutely fine for the masteries. Because these can work as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty much it for the VOD review as well. Do you have any questions regarding either the LPG review or the VOD review that you want to ask me?
Is there anything specific I can do before I do something to say, okay, am I forcing this? Or is it...
Okay, you can have like a mental thought before. So that's why I said you need to think for like 2 minutes what actions will occur.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, you have more time to think about whether if I do this, is it the safe choice? Is it something that's risky? Which one should I actually take? Which one is a safe choice? So you have more time to think about it. In situations in which you had time to think about, well, if I'm engaging now, is this actually really risky? Because you need to look at your team, and that's where you start looking. You look at a map and you realize, wait, what my guys are recalling? He cannot follow up even if I engage now. Even if it turns around right now. So I mean, there's no way for me to engage right now, I guess. I'm going to gank mate Seraph. Like in that case, you going mid there was like really, what should I do now? I can clear stuff. I can clear my camps. I can think about my pathing and what should I do next. Or maybe I can just go for Seraph because I don't really see their team what it is, and perhaps they may be rotating mid, but I don't care that much. I think I'm gonna kill him. Because I don't know if Soraka wants to rotate around. I'm not sure if because I'm pretty sure you didn't notice Soraka rotating mid.
No, I didn't. Honestly,
Yeah, so stuff like that. Just watch the map, see how you play, how your teammates play, and play also according to them. Because you just went head in there. You didn't care what happened. You just went head in. You let others do thinking. Start doing the thinking yourself. Think more about what's gonna happen if you do something. What can happen? If you don't wait, I don't know what's gonna happen. Watch the map and see who's missing, who is not, who's ahead, who's not, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the most I can say about how to improve. What you're mistaken about, just quote flipping so much and just going ahead and. Other than that, regarding that, I don't really have anything else to say because completely up to you to change it. You need to get past your reflexes which you go ahead in and the autopilot. I understand if you do this once every 10 solo queue games, if you're tired and you just need to put on a pilot and you just want to play a game, don't do it constantly.
Okay. Alright then, cool.
I'm not saying it's okay to do it. I'm saying 1 out of 10 games, it's fine if you're just very tired about it and you just want to play a game.
Yeah. Obviously, I should never do it at all,
Yeah.
but... Yeah,
it's acceptable 1 out of 10, at least. Okay. Other than that, is there anything else?
No, that's it. I'll just play the champ, she said, and...
Okay. just remember, Maokai, Gragas, Warwick, just spam them continuously. 5 games of Maokai. You lose a Maokai, 5 games of Gragas. You lose a Gragas, 5 games of Warwick, and so on and so forth. See which one works for you better, and try to minimize it. So if you see Maokai and Warwick works for you, better than the Gragas did, play more Maokai and Warwick. When it's your turn to play Gragas again, let's say you're in the 5th day and you've already played like 20 games of Maokai, uh, 9 games of Warwick, 5 games of Gragas, and you start losing your Maokai Warwick. Go to Gragas a bit, but don't swap out immediately after a loss. Lose 2 games in a row and then you swap out.
Yeah.
And swap only in between those. Don't play anything else. That's pretty
Okay.
much everything that I can tell you. Other than that, if you forget about anything, just watch the VOD review. I'll link it to you right now in the Discord in a PM, right as it processes on Twitch. And you can watch it how many times you want. I will try to upload it on YouTube, so I can also give you a link that will stay there permanently, because on Twitch it will go after about a month, it will just disappear. So that's not going to be very good.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'll